Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to IXION. Now in the last episode, we had jumped into the Pulsar system, using our Vol engine, our IXION engine if you will, and we identified the location of the Piranesi right here. It's currently powered down. I dare not approach it just yet, in case, God forbid, we wake it up and it starts to mobilize and even move around the system or something, I don't know. All I know is that we have lots of different available countermeasures, hacking, missiles, and one other one I think that we got in the tech tree. Anyways, as for the last episode, we had lost most of our scientists that went out to these various planets to go and uncover different events. The only guys that really came out completely unscathed are the ones that lost their ship. We've got a ship en route right now to go pick them up. There's just 5 cryopods there. We're going to bring them back, thaw them back out, send them back right where they came from. So we'll wait till they come back before we build a new science ship, just for the continuity's sake. Yeah, we're currently getting some science that was here. The Einstein that came back has been recrewed, so we actually have the guy on it. No pun intended. His name is Guy Curvedek. There he is, number 1 on the ship, on the crew. He's the guy that went off to the house, and then everyone else who followed him died. So we don't know what the hell that was about. Anyways, other than that, in between episodes, I've just kind of queued up all my miners to prioritize one of each resource, and then we'll lock away the things that are in the storm right now. There is a probe heading towards this location here, which I identified between episodes. It has hydrogen as well. I just want to find them all, lock them down. And we've got all the technologies we can to kind of be able to gather as much as possible. We have ships currently out there gathering all of the hydrogen we can find. We need that to keep us powered. Don't think I'm going to be getting everything in this system, because power is kind of on a timer with that situation, actually, unless we power down big areas of the economy. Anyway, before I let time play, just wanted to really quickly, we've just transferred the population over to this place. So something I need to do is turn this on, let them work that building. Our hull integrity is totally fine. We want to power on the iron industry now, because we can store up more alloys. It actually says here, max 2400. It's good to know. I never really realized that until the previous episode, that you can actually see how much could I be storing across the entire ship. So because of that, then we can power down this and leave that one on. So iron should flood in there, and then iron should come out of here into here. Don't need to be storing any iron in here anymore. It's pointless. Ideally, we'll just redirect all the ships to come into this location instead. So, the only other thing I can think of that I've kind of changed around was in here. Yeah, so hydrogen. I'm moving the hydrogen to a larger stockpile, seeing as there's a lot of it out there. We're not going to be able to deliver it all just to this place. The priority is to bring it there, ultimately, just so it's nice and handy to bring into the 2 reactors if we need them both. But there's so much out in space right now that it's just worth having a large stockpile for it. I used to have it in this one, so that's kind of been transferred over there. And now this is going to be ice. Anyways, that's really all. A little bit of the logistics for you. Other than that, actually, if I just really check it in and have a look, yeah, we just got a bit of homelessness. I had a look through the tech tree as well. I've identified a couple that I think might be good to get. The EVA airlock actually has one that increases repair efficiency to 15%. It's currently on 10. So it's, a little bit better, saves us some alloys. So let's do that. Another one that I thought would be good would be in the mess hall. We can get stellar cuisine. Now, I must have read this very quickly, because unlike these two, this says can accommodate 20% more people, can accommodate 40% more people. Stellar cuisine, I just assumed it can accommodate 50%, but no, it says one food can feed 50% more crew members. So you get more out of your food. I wish I saw that a lot earlier, because that seems pretty good. Now, we don't really need it at this stage, but if we do end up picking up more people, we will need it. And I think it's good to save on food and ice and water and all that anyway, so no big deal. And then the other one is Space Chef, which goes up to 100%. So our food goes twice as far, really, right? So that's pretty good. So those are the 2 I've written down. I also have a couple other ones that are to do with stability and things like that. But stability is pretty good everywhere except for here where it's neutral. But if we get those events again that say you're sitting here too long or whatever, we might need it then. All right, I think that's basically it then. Did I queue those up? Yes, I did. Good. Great. All right, so in the meantime, we're just going to be building probes and looking for what we can find immediately around us, but mainly focusing on the planets in terms of their events and seeing if we can get this colonization set up. Come on, all 3. I know we can do it. I feel it. The pixel. Come on. I don't think I can, actually. It's just a little bit off. One said very high, though, actually, a second ago. No? Let's just go there. We'll launch another one next to it if we have to then afterwards. Yeah, I'll actually launch this one to the right and the other one to the left. Alright, cool. So is that every planet? So how many rings are there actually? Let's just check. So there's, from what I can tell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We found 7 planets. So there might be one actually out there I haven't found yet. This inner ring. Yeah, we have one on the inner ring. The next ring over there.
Scan.
The next ring over there. The next ring over here. Then we have a double ring. We've got one on the inner double ring, one on the outer double ring. The further out one is there, and then the furthest out ring. So the furthest out ring, we actually haven't found a planet yet, so that's another one to go for. Alrighty, what was that message? All the science has been retrieved from our current planet. So we'll go to PSR B125712G. I guess you just look at the number, right? So this is the H planet, this is G, J, and F. And we're about to bring in those pods. That pod should be immediately arriving into Sector 3. I think. Power that on, let them get in there, and then this will pop them out, hopefully. Just double check that was the case. Yeah, he's assigned to Bulwark 3. Or to Location 3. Don't know if we thawed them out already, do we? Because we don't have them in storage, and the ship has... Oh, no, it hasn't made it back yet. That's why I was confused. Cool. Alright, probe. Let's see if we can find this final planet. There we go. It's pretty far away. Speed up time. Plasma cutter unlocked. It's like Dead Space. So the next one we're getting is the upgrade to the mess hall. So after that, we can go back with the EVA airlock.
A probe has completed its scan.
No, we can't. We don't need to do that anymore. Yep, okay, guess that's good. Probe completed its scan. That should be hydrogen. Don't want anyone going there just yet. 500. Oh, nice. That's a big amount. I think that's all the hydrogen. I had a quick scan around and I just could not find any else.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
And we've just consumed all of the pods, actually, so that's good as well. Now, I noticed, actually, in looking at the technology screen, that the colonization center has an upgrade that lets you do 200 at a time. We're currently doing 15 at a time. And I have 225, but maybe you need them for, like, maybe a colony needs, like, 1,000 people or something. I don't know. I've got tons of electronics, so I suppose we could have it online and just get working on that. There's no real harm in doing it. How many non-workers are in this sector? 78. So it's really not that many. Maybe I'll get the technology first, and then we can just do big batches, rather than spending the electronics on 15 per each time. Right, so that arrived, did it? Yeah, it's getting the tech over here first, and you've arrived there. So let's check out 12G. Interesting. Okay, so we've descended into the upper atmosphere of 12G. Updrafts and downdrafts of ionized hydrogen, sounds good, form purple shaded tornadoes and immense green cumulonimbus. What? Cumulonimbus clouds. Cumulonimbus clouds. Just say it fast enough. Cum clouds. There you go. Cum clouds. A grouping of tornadoes surround and circle a massive cyclone on the planet, large enough in size to be observable from space. So set up measuring devices or launch an autonomous analysis drone. The protocol directs for the fabrication of a drone adapted for the conditions present. Although of simple design, the drone is sophisticated enough to collect the data to improve our understanding. I think drones sound safe. Maybe we can do both, but we'll try that one. The 30 polymer and the 1 electronics. And again, can we send the whale to go do it? He's unloading right now. You can do unloading and then... You're just moving. You don't have any... No, you've got iron on you. You're just moving. Anyone that doesn't have anything on them. You. Janai Roy. You can do it. There should be polymer in every sector. They were assigned to Sector 4. There is, but it's... Oh yeah, it's open as well. Just wanted to make sure the stockpile was actually available to use. There's actually not nearly as much resources in this sector as there was in the previous. This is like everything around here. I'll probably move over to 12D soon enough. Although really, these should be a higher priority, thinking about it, for some of the mining ships rather than over there. Grab the ice that's here. And whatever one is doing carbon can go here too. Cool. And then we'll move. Not that it matters. We have so much polymer that's just completely maxed out anyway. The possible holding is at 1700 and we have 1772, which means it's either in the docking bay or it's held between two storage things at the moment. Because sometimes you can switch what it makes and hold a little extra if you want to. Am I waiting on something? So you're ready to go. 12F. Same situation, basically. We've landed on 12F. Its surface is covered in ice, and the planet is bathed in a red mist, around 100 meters in height. Numerous ice formations pierce the mist and extend skyward. The atmosphere radiates a blue light when illuminated by the system's pulsar. Set up a temporary study center, establish infrastructure to support advanced analysis. So we don't need to read that, we get it. Ensure the generation of statistically robust reports. It's the same, actually, I think it said last time. So 50 and 2. We've already assigned you to do something else. Maybe we'll get one of you guys. This one's standing by, actually. It's not doing anything. And it's at Sector 3. Yeah, let me just reassign it to Sector 2. Real quick. Hop inside. Hop to Sector 2. Click here. Click here. Look for the number 3. Boom. Alright, we'll hop back out. Go to the event. And the bulwark. There we go. Alright, so it should be able to get what it needs when it goes to the proper docking bay. There are not enough resources in this. Are you kidding me? Yes, there is. In Sector 2. Oh, Sector 2, actually. What did it need? Alloys and electronics. It should be able to do that. I saw that there was only 50 available, but maybe, yeah, it'll get it soon enough. Whatever, it's fine. Just don't make that trip until you're ready. We're making alloys here now. I could say, just really quickly, yeah, leave it so that there's at least, I don't know, 100 alloys basically here. We're just making electronics with all the recyclers right now. Is everyone optimal? Everyone is. That's good to see. Nice to see this as well. Just 2 problems. Just a little bit of homelessness in both of these places. So you could say 500 people basically don't have homes out of 4,900. It's kind of actually a high percentage, really. But it doesn't feel that bad. But I suppose, what can I do about that? I don't have the space for any extra homes unless I build a crappy housing. Now, we've got free technologies again, or no more technologies queued up. We want to get the space chef so that food goes twice as far. After that, I might do the alternative life center. Has Dolos survivor families. Provides an additional stability while the sector has over 400 crew. Every sector has over 400 except for Sector 2. So it would be very beneficial. This place is happy anyway, so not a big issue. Probe completed its scan. Okay. That's where we're going to be heading next. We could make that other sign ship. I suppose we do have the time to do it. So let's do that now that the crew are back and they've been thawed out. Reintegrated. What was it called? The melon. A melon is sort of an English slang derogatory term for someone who's an idiot. You absolute melon. Which is just funny for a science ship. Also, all the other scientists are like Einstein, deuterium. People have said that they're famous scientist names. Don't know about that one, but melon, maybe. 50 and 2. It's on the way. The bulwark is on the way. Alright, and then for this one, the ship is now on the way as well. You can see that this ship is a lot smaller than that ship, and that's because this is a tier 2. Meaning you can transfer a little bit more. It can hold 58, whereas this can only hold 48. We've got another probe available. Just get everything we can in that area. I've got polymers to burn for days.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Drone bay broke down. That's actually a big problem. That was the first food problem I ever had, where people started starving, was because my only drone bay broke down completely, and then it was like right before a meal cycle, so no food was being moved around. Really sucked. But luckily, I think you can survive like 2 or not even, maybe even 3 meal cycles without feeding people. Which if you really wanted to, you could probably, people do this in Frostpunk. If you're like hardcore min-max micro-E, you could go in and just like turn off the, like maybe not the mess halls, but the food stockpile, and let people starve for a full meal cycle. That's 10 days. A meal cycle's every 5 days. So you could like go 10 days without having to feed people, and then turn it back on, feed them twice, and maybe turn it back off then. And that way you'd save food, actually, if you really wanted to min-max things. Now, I've just seen that we just had 3 accidents. Now, everywhere has been optimal. Still are optimal as well, which is important. No one should have died. 31 people in the sick bays. 16 crew members injured. That was a rough one. The bigger, the more people working on the building, when it goes into an accident, the more people, obviously, that then have to go to the hospital. Ooh, more hydrogen out there. Nice. Yeah, we're up to 787 on board now, which is pretty good. Pretty happy about that. We'll go there, then we'll unlock this one, get drilling, and get in, get out as quick as we can. The probes are making it through just fine, whereas in the previous map, the storm that was going through, that was a really rough one. My probes couldn't even make it to where they were going. Awesome. Good, good, good. Right, they've delivered their things. There's 2.2 days to go. There's 2.7 cycles to go. Excellent. Our third ship, the Melon, is ready. So we're just going to go up to here. And then I'm going to try to cut around that way to avoid the storm. Well, what would be better? That's 2.4 cycles. I think if we were to follow... If you have a look at the line here, the orbit, if we followed that trajectory, you'd probably go between the two. So it's a pretty short amount of time to go through the hazard. So I'm going to do that. Go up to here first. Just to be safe. And we're still out there gathering. We're mining now with just the one ship. I do feel like silicon could be stored up pretty heavily if I really wanted it to be. Wow, there's a lot of silicon to be out here. Yeah. Yeah, I think I might do that. So let's actually just say higher priority on silicon for all of these right now. That way they're all going to rush down here, and then I can turn that off and just queue up getting more silicon with these 3. They'll just pull in a vast amount into Sector 2, which you can hold for a while. Sector 2 has storage of 360 there, and then Sector 4 could maybe store it in one of these things as well. One of the bigger ones. These big stockpiles are just sort of full up. Hydrogen is room for more. How's the hydrogen in here? Yeah, that's great. Awesome. Yeah, we'll just keep doing that. Good problem to have. Too many resources, really. So, all good. Just don't really want to leave an area if there's something that I can just immediately get. So we'll just try and grab what we can. That's a long... A probe has to go a long time through the gas that way. Alright, 0.5 of a cycle and 1 left to go. The Melon has reached its destination, so we'll hop through here. So my judgment was pretty accurate. Actually, we could even avoid it. I forgot, you could just totally avoid it if we go to a mining deposit. The ships can do that, but your main Tycoon cannot.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Alrighty, let's check it out. Boom, 110 ready for extraction. Sample analysis indicates that the outgassing of nitrogen dioxide from below the surface and subsequent atmospheric mixing results in the red mist, which dominates the planet's lower atmosphere. The team at the Einstein was also able to establish parallels between the datasets collected on Crook P43 and 12F's geological activity. Abnormal levels of Frost tachyons were detected beneath the planet's surface, the cause of which remains unknown. An icy end. Alright, yeah, I guess just leave it. Go get your science, 109. What tech are we currently getting? The Space Chef. Yeah, so I think I'll just queue up this one afterwards. Dolos Survivor Families. +1 additional stability when you've got more than 400 crew, and when you've more than 800 you get another stability. And I thought I saw one... Oh yeah, it's in the DLS Center, which is propaganda is just twice as strong. This one. Is it? No, sorry, total monitoring. Propaganda grants an additional 1 stability, but you need this one first. That might be a good one, because seeing as everyone would get that effect. Alright, things are looking good. Ships are coming back to repair. I guess that's the problem with sending them all out at the same time.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Nice. Okay, the drone fabrication pattern Cutiman took off from the cargo bay of the deuterium and descended into the lower atmosphere. Oh yeah, we built the drone. Right. The collected data allowed the crew to update theoretical models of the planet. The team has concluded that the pulsar activity of the system has had a significant impact on the atmospheric conditions. Yeah, see, I feel like that's going to be true of almost all planets, but maybe that other one in the corner will be okay. While preparing to depart, the crew spotted something unusual, different from the observed meteorological phenomena. A translucent tubular formation pierces the cloud cover and rises high into the atmosphere. Ooh. Well, just wait for a minute. Let's just get this science while we're here. Yes, there we go. We found that planet as well. Nice. It is a gas giant, so no colonization on that. Maybe that one. This one seems like the one to go with. And then there's an unknown structure here, which is freaking me out. We're on the way, though, with this ship first. We'll get down there, hit the planet, and then check that out. Looking forward to seeing what that unknown structure could be. Alright, just keep time moving. As long as everything inside is stable, which it seems to be, and everyone is optimal conditions, we are free to hold that triple speed button.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Alright, 2 accidents just happened, so I just want to check that we're still optimal. We are. So how much is out there? 199,205, 569, and 546. It's still a good amount, and we're still pulling back hydrogen even from up here. Now, I imagine what's happening is we're probably full up in this sector for silicon. Oh no, it's not actually. Kind of getting close though. So we might want to redirect these 3 ships onto the storage area. These guys are bringing in the hydrogen. Yeah, okay, they can go. Right, so these guys are being redirected into here, and they will unload silicon, sorry. So yeah, let's assign this, assign this to silicon. That increases our storage overall to 600 now. Now, those other ships that I just unassigned, they gotta be reassigned. Probably just, I don't know, some other platform. Not this one. What were they getting? They were getting hydrogen, which needs to come into here, so they can go in here instead. The problem is, though, after unassigning them now, I can't remember which ones are doing it. So it's Aldana, so A, O, and S. Alright, so A, O, and S. There they are. Alright, and that means I need to go to another one now and just quickly put those mining ships back on. Mining ships can go into anyone, doesn't matter. Alright, cool. That should keep them all flowing. It just saves on time having to move resources between sectors.
The probe has completed its scan.
Alright, this area is now clear. That area is pretty clear. And then we're getting stuff around this, I guess. And the priority is on drilling ice. But no ship has that priority actually right now until we reassign them. They're currently just getting the silicon that's immediately in front of them. So there's 315 left to mine, 100 left to mine here. They go very quickly, to be fair with it. So they should be pretty good. Don't know why they're actually traveling back. Maybe to be reassigned to a different docking bay and then they go back out maybe. So the scientist, the melon, get in there. Alright, we have 131 tech right now, so we have to pick some new technologies again. So we've just gotten that alternate life center, so that's stability everywhere. Another stability while we've more than 800 crew. No, let's go with the DLS one. So we need predictive modeling behavior. And then after that, we'll go with total monitoring. Many people who think that surveillance is bad in itself, or is bad in itself, but it's only a tool. What can lend it its disagreeability is the context it's used in and people use it. I don't think that's quite written right. Reduces cycle times of colonization. So we'll do that, then it's reduce the training time by 2 cycles, then it's accommodate 50 non-workers or accommodate 200 non-workers.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Alright, so we've done our thing here. We got our tech as well. So approach the area where the formation tubes rise up from the clouds. Let's check it out.
A probe has completed its scan.
Oh my god. Dense pockets of resources in this place. How's everything internally? Super optimal. Wish you could just see that from out here.
A science ship
Okay, so they got
has
everything.
completed a task.
Let's check it out. There we go. We got our colonization stuff. Leave the planet and return later. So what do we need? 20 food, 200 colonists, which we have, and 40 alloys. Totally easy. We just need a clear path to it without anyone dying. So we have to get over there, which I'm happy to do. Just once the silicon's gone, then we'll make a move. We've got plenty of everything else, and we can always come back. Now that we've established that that's the planet. So while we're waiting, let's go to the... Oh, you have to stay here, do you? No, I can tell you to go back to the Tycoon. No, I can't. Damn. Alright, well, you're stuck there until we set up a colony. Really? Leave and come back later, actually. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we're free to go check out the unknown structure. Let's go. We're full up on hydrogen now, which is excellent.
At its destination.
So that is Sector 4 with 599 in here. So we'll lock that down for a bit. Let them just use what they've got there. And then, yeah, we've got a nice stockpile for quite some time. Wonder, actually, I didn't check out far. Sometimes there are things out here. Not that far, ever, but sometimes on the outer edges. Not that I'm seeing. Okay. Nice batch of hydrogen right there, though. Alright, so they're done mining. Excellent. So you guys can just... I'll just reset this the way it was. Do a bit of everything. Now, really, I need these ships to... No, they don't need to come back in yet, but they'll have to come back in a moment when I get over to PSR B1257 plus 12D. In fact, we can get going now. 1.7 cycles. Let's go. Just skip that. Unfortunately, to recall all these ships, I just have to unassign them, so I'm going to have to do that. I don't want to have to go through their things, but we'll just unassign them. They'll all have to come back then. Because they're going to travel through the storm. Alright, off we go. You know what, I never looked at the pulsar. I only saw it when I was getting the thumbnail for the previous episode.
A probe has completed its scan.
Alright, we're off. Hull integrity taking a little bit of damage, not too bad though. We've got our thing here. Alright, there is some wreckage here, not much larger than the melon itself, so the sign ship. Contained within is a distress beacon. The emitted signal is incredibly similar to those that the Tycoon uses. Ooh. The melon's team will attempt to learn more about the origin of the wreck. Yes. The first received images from the deuterium indeed reveal the presence of a huge and translucent tubular formation. Upon reach, it appears to possess luminescent properties. Around the formation, the meteorological activity is almost calm, and glimpses of the planet's telluric core can be seen. The captured imagery disproves the hypothesis of the crew hallucination, and the team wishes to continue further analysis. Yeah, go. What could go wrong? This doesn't have to be high priority anymore, it's fine. much is out there? 63 left to collect and 342. There should be, yeah, 3 ships doing that, but 2 of them are trying to get back into the Tycoon. Alright, we are basically in position. Oh my god, wow. Look at this place. It's huge as well. Or we're very close, one or the other. Nice, cool. Alrighty, it's so eerie when it goes so quiet. So we got those other technologies as well, still have 120 tech left to go. What does this do? Provides an additional stability to a sector when it goes below 0. Provides an additional stability when it's below 0. So yeah, it gives 2, it could get up to 4. Wow. Cargo ship, they move faster. Mining ship moves faster. Probe launcher. Probe construction speed is 50%. I wonder is that true of even the missiles? Because that might be useful then. It does just say probe though, but nothing else says. Yeah, I don't know. Should we just get it? Let's just get it. The other thing I'll queue up then, we have memorials, but I've never actually built any of them. And then the DLS center has that other thing we wanted to get, total monitoring. So actually let's do it that way around. So total monitoring first. So we should see everywhere be happy. It's just these guys that aren't. Alright, we're recharging our batteries. The mining ships are returning. And then we're going to make a leap down to this place and see if we can set up that colony then.
Has completed a task.
Science team completed a task. Let's check them out again. Nice, more tech. The data collected is quite contradictory. The majority of measurements match those taken in other areas. However, readings from the beacons seem to fluctuate. Isolating these anomalies while excluding the background data suggests that the tubing generates a weak electromagnetic field, beta radiation, and Frost tachyons. The Deuterium's team has established several theories and is recommending a more invasive follow-up study. Mission safety protocols advise that the team who are exhibiting a concerning form of fascination for the tubing should be repatriated. We'll leave. That's enough. Maybe we'll come back, but that's enough for now, yeah? Get your tech and get out of there. I don't want you developing no fascination with translucent tubing. Total monitoring is up and running. We are now happy and optimal. Love to see it. And now we're getting the probe launcher upgrade to launch probes quicker. Not that we really need it, but it's something to do.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
So the wreck at the small wreckage site. Oh my god, 800 cryopods. I just don't even know where they're gonna go. We'll think about it. The team has identified the fragmented wreck as part of the Tycoon. A large amount of Frost tachyons were detected in the area, as well as the frozen corpse of Tycoon crew member Nao Sakamoto. Reviewing DLS data confirms that Nao Sakamoto is alive and well on the station. Tycoon engineers have also verified that the components and plating found at the wreck are still in the proper place in the Tycoon. 3-factor authentication upgrade unlocked for the nuclear power plant. Alright, so I mean, it was obvious from the very beginning we're dealing with some sort of time manipulation. But that's weird. Dismantle the wreck. Just stay here for a minute. Get that technology. Let's check out what that tech is that we just picked up. So the nuclear power plant now has 3-factor authentication. Accidents will no longer occur in it. That's pretty good, I guess. Seeing as it gives us power. And it typically has a really bad wreck when something goes wrong. Alright, they're probably freaking out about this. Let's see. Administrator, crew members are spreading rumors about the DLS. They think that they're under constant observation. Oh, so this is because of the total supervision that we've just done. And the information that they receive has been changed to encourage them to comply with DOLAS guidelines. They're not wrong, but their interpretation of the process is crude. They're not being monitored, but recorded, so that if there was ever any doubt about an individual, their behavioral record could be reviewed. Information is not being altered, but expressed to the individual in a personalized manner to ensure their continued emotional stability. Should a statement be made in response to the rumors, we have nothing to acknowledge, or you're not monitored, you're recorded. You're not being lied to, we merely adapt our speech. It is necessary to protect ourselves from deviant and conspiratorial behavior. Or, these data collection practices are mandated by the PA of the Tycoon. As an administrator, I'm also under their supervision. These systems are crucial for the balance of the station. Let's go with that. That sounds reasonable. I don't know if they'll buy it, but it's reasonable. I mean, I will be ousted by the PA if I do things wrong. That's what it says. So it's to some degree true. Hang on. We already found 2 things there. Yet there's more. That wouldn't be there on a resource we've already found. There must be more hydrogen just further down. Maybe I missed it. Power is basically back online, so we are almost ready to GTFO. Get the hell out of here. We're actually full up on silicon as well, so you know what, boys? You guys on Sector 4, you can just come back in and stay in. Everyone stay inside before we leave. So Sector 4. So they'll still drop their stuff back in, right? Yep. So wait for them to come inside, and then we'll move. Probe completed its scan. I don't know where that one was. Can't remember. It's probably somewhere over there.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
How could I hold 800 people? I have no idea. I'd have to, ultimately, I mean, this place could hold a lot more, I suppose, if I got rid of these housing and just built, like, wall housing. And that's the answer, isn't it? It's like, you gotta build wall housing somewhere. Does this take up the same amount? It does. You can get rid of the mushroom walls and build this instead. Don't know why I didn't have them online. I mean, we make enough food without them, so I don't need them. So should we do that? Seems reasonable. And that would give us what? Another 150 storage or something. 162. So that's about 320 or something storage. I say storage. Housing for people. And this is Sector 4. Something actually I could do is move people around to optimize what we've got. Housing capacity is 486. Yeah, where there's too much housing, I can move non-workers. I haven't really been doing that. That would make more sense. But I guess the feeding people is also an issue. I reckon just take them on and figure it out later. That's how I do everything. Is there any room for other things? Nah, not really. Yeah, I'd get rid of these. Question is, can I feed 800 more people with the same food? I think so. So we're building up food, you know? And we just got those technologies to make it last longer. Yeah, screw it. Alright, we'll dismantle these 2 places, build 2 extra population things in their stead, and then we'll tell the ships to go pull in some more cryopods and get cracking them open. We've only got 1 building doing it, 1 cryo center, so at least it'll be slow. Won't be a shock to the system or anything. Right, all our ships are back in-house. Let's get moving. Let's launch 1 last probe on this side of things. So there's nothing out in those gaps, nothing in those gaps. That planet's all pretty much done. Some ice and stuff out here. Holy crap, there's 10,000 ice worth of drilling to be done. Alright, the probe is launched. Let's launch ourselves through the storm. Alrighty. Just gonna zoom in. I just want to take a quick drink while it's still going. I'll just watch the lovely cutscene. Well, it's not even a cutscene. But it kind of feels like it. Alrighty. We got our 3-factor authentication. What is that? Oh, that's the Piranesi. Pretty sure that's it. Yeah, it looks like it. Or the planet that was in front. I don't know. Probably Piranesi. Alright, we're about to enter into that storm.
Caution. Entering stellar storm.
Now, we've never been in this type of storm before, so I'm just hoping it's not really bad. I'm seeing lots of little bits. Let's see, what else could we be getting? Priority to the workers. Stability penalty from only awaking workers is changed to -1. No, that's okay. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna hold on to it because I don't know which one I want to get. Fire station move faster. Yeah, actually, fire stations would be a good thing. People in the comments said that the Piranesi basically will shoot me. And that you should have fire stations everywhere. Now, I actually ended up building them anyway, and they're not in every sector. I don't plan on changing that. But it makes sense, I think, to at least improve it, because when a fire did happen, they took really long to do it. So they need aerobic foam, do they? That's 30% faster. That's vehicles move 50% faster. So risk foresight in the workshop. Mechs construct buildings faster. That's pretty good. We'll just get the repair ones. Alright, sorry.
The crew's trust in your leadership is falling.
Oh my god. What the hell's happened?
A probe has completed its scan.
I don't know what the hell's happened, but power is gone. Did we just drain power that quickly? We're not even halfway there. And it said something about an overload. The overload caused a 9% loss in crew trust. Okay. Sector 5, please. Building not connected to an active stockpile. Well, power is gone, so we can't even get the hydrogen needed to... So we're just out of power then. Oh my god. I don't know how this has happened. I looked away, I guess. We're almost there, but Jesus. And I'm also going to the unknown structure first. I'm guessing the storm is what did it. I just obviously was not paying attention properly. Maybe the electromagnetic whatever busted power on me badly. But it's okay. Luckily we went through the short bit. And we'll be there in a moment. Alright, we're here. We're at the wreckage site. It's a small wreckage, like they said. Power's gonna have to come back on ASAP. Alright, we're good. That was kind of terrifying, though. Whew, a lot of problems inside. It happened while people were supposed to get fed, so no one's eating. Alright, the batteries are building back up. I'll have to just make sure I pay attention next time we move, if we're going to try and move through that again. Okay, well, let's send out some probes on this side of things. At least no one seemed to die, from what I could tell. And we want to get ships out there and drilling, right? So maybe some ice. Go for the ice, maybe. So I'm going to assign one cargo ship here, the Glooscap, and then 2 miners, Minigun and Rushmore. Hop back out, select fleets. These 2 are going to go for ice as a priority. And just forget the rest. I'm going to manually do it. We could go up there and get that hydrogen. We'll do that with someone else. So you prioritize. Still prioritized over there, didn't they? That's because of this. That's all right. Go get your peeps. All right, so they're picking up people and bringing them into Sector 3. They're going to be thawed out in here. Now, anyone that gets thawed out has been moved to different sectors. 2100 can go to Sector 5. That's what can feed them. So let's just send them there. It's the only place with room for anyone anyway. 200 people can go in here before we then have to figure out housing. So the mushroom walls there, mushroom walls here. These ones are probably the ones to get rid of, really. And they can't be dismantled because there is nowhere to drop their stuff. Because we are just maxed out on alloys. Alright, let's try set it to 400 and see if they can start to empty out.
Has completed its scan.
Let's go back here and we'll turn this on as well. Just get them using as many alloys as possible because we don't need them. And for the time being, we'll shut down the forges, and that way we'll use the alloys that we're dismantling rather than producing. Alright, and then for ice, Sector 3 needs ice delivered. So, Sector 3, take those guys off. Okay. Minigun and Rushmore. Okay, good. All good, I think. Alright, we're in position. Our hull is okay. Our trust is slowly building back up. People are upset. They haven't been fed. But once they get fed, things should be okay. People say they're starving, but that's just because things were powered down during the meal cycle. The next 1 or 2 more cycles, they'll get their food. Good thing we got that technology to give them a stability buff, because goddamn, I'm lucky that they're happy in most places. It's kind of crazy.
A probe has completed its scan.
I've just got an idea as well. These two can be storing alloys and just power them on.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
And that way this will just get emptied out, get flooded into there. That'll be okay. Is everyone optimal? They are optimal at least, so accidents should be minimal. These can be dismantled. We'll build 2 extra living quarters in this place and then 2 extra ones down here. Try to make sure that the algae farms do enough for the food on their own. If not, we can build mushroom walls, but the mushroom walls don't make much food anyway, so I don't think it's too much of a problem. Alright, so population. Cell housing. Boom. Alright, let's just get that one down as well. They're not being built yet because there's no road. Alright, good. 180 alloys to be used. So they'll just take those alloys and reapply them, basically. And I could temporarily just say Sector 5, store more alloys, and then things will try to move into there from in here, allowing these to get deconstructed. That's the problem with having this place be so full up right now. Alright, so I've been kind of putting it off, but we'll have a look. How many have we collected? We've already collected a lot. We've got 120 in storage. And then we want to set up the colony here. So you need a sign ship to go there. And they're all the way out here. You can go down this way. You're done. The melon is there, and the deuterium. Oh yeah, leave. Just leave. I'm not doing that quest because it seems like they're gonna die. So we'll go there with these guys and come back down. The melon. Can you go to here? No, you have to do your quest. Okay, let's check it out. Do we want to dismantle the wreck? Yeah. I mean, apparently we're dismantling our future selves, or our, well, yeah, future selves or alternate timeline selves, right? Okay, sorry, a little bit chaotic there, but I think I got a handle on things now. Just waiting for this meal cycle to come up. It's up now, so people should be getting their food. If they don't, we've got a real problem. Meal cycle day is done. And food, everyone's fed. Alright, good. Problem solved. That was weird, but you know. I look forward to watching that back and seeing what happened as we went through there. Oh my god. They're traveling straight through. Godspeed. Hopefully they make it. They seem like they'll be okay. Yeah, they made it. Alrighty. Seeing as we're right next to this, I will allow drilling. So we've got 3 ships that could do it. So let's do it. So we'll hop into a sector that's not using any of their ships. So Godzilla, we want the Mecha and the Mammoth. So you 3 ships, all go high priority on hydrogen. So that is not to be avoided, and it's to be a high priority. Godspeed. Alright, so they're going to go mine the crap out of that. Once it's ready, then we'll send some ships to go collect. Got one that's ready to collect right now, but I don't want them doing anything. The melon has completed its task, dismantling the object. Oh, nice. Sedation cell upgrade unlocked for cell housing. We also got a little bit of stuff out of there. The wreck has been successfully dismantled. Recovered resources are ready for the cargo ship. There's no trace left of the strange phenomenon. Okay. Melon, continue down here, and then we'll set up the colonization. Yeah, weird. At the very least, weird.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Alright, we're gonna do a big colony. We need to have a new docking bay with people ready to go, and they need to come from Sector 1. Oh, they don't have to, but it'd be good if they did. So the Kangaroo, easy to remember, and then we'll just reassign that other ship. Not Sector 4 because it's usually busy. That one's busy as well. Okay. Alright, good. So, the Kangaroo. 20 food, 40 alloys, and 200 colonists. Alright, there we go. Easy as that. So they'll start delivering things. They're really close by, so it shouldn't take long. We still have this planet, which we just reached now also. And we'll see if they want a colony or if these ones do. Actually, that's a gas planet, so it's probably not going to happen. I'm just surprised because it's like, well, why do I need the ability to make 200 colonists if... Like, I just don't understand the need for that if there's no place that's going to demand that kind of size colony, you know? Maybe it happens later. Don't know if there's another system after this place or if this is the final one. Well, I guess this is the Remus system. Good, yeah. I guess hydrogen's totally fine. They've already delivered the alloys, some of the food, and then 200 people. Still have to go. And they're just mining ice so we can pull that in for food. Hopefully food will be fine. Let's just check on our housing situation. So these still haven't been destroyed. Don't know why, actually, because their alloys have been taken down. Is it just the waste? There's nowhere to put the waste. That looks like it might be the case. Let's turn this on. Assign this to waste. Would that work? Oh my god, we haven't been collecting here at all. Yeah, I didn't have a stockpile for it. Whoops. Big mistake. Huge mistake, really. Okay. And then here, there's extra housing that's been built. So the housing issue of this sector is now gone. That's good. Sector 6 still has a housing problem. Although there is actually room for houses here. But the stockpile's in the way. How interesting. I could chop away that road and slot it in on both sides, actually. And it leaves a gap in the middle. Whatever. We can handle it. Alright, good. Yeah, looking good. So we should be able to fit all these extra people then. We only have room for 120. I might just temporarily switch this to cryopods, just to store up those guys, and switch this to ice. Ice is getting so low now that we need to turn on one of these ones. I guess this one. They should empty out the ice, send it in here, because they're not making water without it, although the sector's almost full for water anyway. Turn that off, save some power. Still not sure what technologies to get, and we've got 183 tech right now. And I've basically probed this whole place, it feels like. How we doing? 46 out of 200 colonists have been delivered. And we're almost ready to send the cargo ships en masse just up here to get this stuff. What heroes, by the way, just in the storm mining like crazy over there. What about the other scientists? Sorry, yeah, I've forgotten to look at them. So here we are at 12C. Surveys have identified telluric promontories emerging from the ocean of liquid hydrogen. We should be able to establish a research site upon one of these promontories with the help of our gaseous planet exploration equipment. From this closer vantage point, we can see the asteroids that surround the planet's moons. They're almost perfectly spherical in shape. Study the moons or analyze the storms. Option unlocked by deep dive apparatus. I guess analyze the storms. These guys are up here.
A probe has completed its scan.
Alright, trying to go as fast as I can, just keep things moving. How are we doing out here? Still 280 to pick up. This says 0 cryonic pods right now. What's up with that? Oh, I must have misclicked. There we go.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Are we optimal? We seem to be... Oop. Extra conditions, extra hours in here. Maybe we could send some people over. Who's got too many? Sector 5 has like 60 people too many workers. And that's Sector 5 to Sector 1. So yeah, let's just send in, I don't know, like 30. That way they don't go over their population limit. Yeah, while you're on extra hours, I'll just power that down to keep you optimal. Actually, I'll keep that on, take that off. There we go. Alright, looking good. And they're getting the hydrogen out here now, which is nice. So yeah, they can actually go get that. So, who do we have? Aldana in Sector 5. Or Sector 4, whichever one. This one has room for 120 more. And Sector 5 is where we have the hydrogen. Yeah. Honestly, you don't really need to bring it in anytime soon.
Complete.
So, hydrogen in Sector 4. 4 is storage, so hydrogen doesn't need to be that high at all. And then Sector 5 needs to be basically maxed out. So that is the case. But this is offline, so we'll just tell them to do that. And then we'll bring stuff in here. Now, there are extra hours here now. So let's move some people into this one. This is Sector 4. They can come from 5. You should get here pretty quick. We can now finally build those houses again. Oh, and I didn't take a look at what that technology was. It was a unique technology for cell housing. It was sedation cell. Capacity of housing is increased 60%. Well, there you go. So what do we need first? Suspended beds in the infirmary. That's going to give us 10 more beds in infirmaries. Alright, we've got a path to new technologies and a path to increase our housing.
The science ship team has completed a task.
And that gives us a use for our alloys as well. Alright, science ship team has completed a task. Oh my god, we're given so much technology. The atmosphere is extremely hostile. While we were conducting our surveys, a cyclone rose up and pinned us down. Anton Sayin and myself were separated from the others. When the winds abated and gave us some respite, we did manage to regroup. However, the others, their suits are orange in color. It's not from environmental factors. They're insistent that Dolus has always had orange suits. This is clearly untrue. And Anton Sayin and myself are wearing standard Dolos yellow. They are indeed our crewmates, and medical and physiological or psychological analysis does not reveal any deviance. Okay, just not going to worry about that. Leave the others? No, don't leave the others. Bring back the whole crew, of course. Commencing DDoS attack. The others will not be left behind. Leave all the crew there? No, bring them back. What's the worst that could happen? They'll be fine. They're just wearing different uniforms. What's the big deal? Are they going to have different memories now than everyone? And they're different people. 20 workers have been moved. Cool. Let's just check. Are we optimal? Optimal. That's all that matters. I don't do anything unless it's pure optimal.
The team has completed a task.
Alright. Temporary test colony has now been established. The colonists will periodically transmit reports on their progress. These will provide us with valuable field data. Great. They'll just sit there and get tech. I guess we could just leave the melon there, getting the tech. Yeah, you can go back to the Piranesi, I guess, eventually. That seems like it's going to be the next thing to do. You can come along to here. Actually, you can go there, and the melon can go there.
A probe
Good.
has completed its scan.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting the tech already. Did we get that other technology? Yeah, we did. Alright, cell housing. Capacity is increased 60%. Let's go. So we have it increased to 30%, so 162 per household. I can't do the math on that, but we'll see what it goes up from 162 to something else. All you math geniuses out there, you can do it. Alright, we're good. We're full up on water. We're full up on almost every resource. Too much waste, etc. All good. What's left to grab here? Electronics and alloys. Can we just assign someone to do that while you're just waiting around? I suppose you could do it. You're the one bringing in the people anyway. The Aldana should be ready to go now in terms of bringing stuff in to from Sector 4. Right, so Sector 4. Any unassigned ships? Push whatever. The Bulwark and Pelican. And then we go into fleet and we just say, you are just going to grab that hydrogen like nobody's business. That is your job. And not just any hydrogen, but this one specifically. Let's go. We are full up on board, but I don't know, load up the docking bay for all I care. Just bring it in. How are we full up, by the way? Because this has room. The max is 900, in the station is 926. There's 360 there. Where is it then? Yeah, I have no idea where that would be. Okay, it would tell you if it's in the docking bay, like this is in there. Yeah, not too sure. I don't think it like pre-calculates what's going to bring back or anything, because they might not make it. Alright, we've got another like 150 coming in hot. And then I guess when we move down here, we can do just to that planet, we can do the same with this area. In fact, let that be drilled. So we have 3 ships that can go in there to do that. 205 and 199. Currently getting these.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Although they're like freaking out around each other. Another accident occurred, and we got that technology. Is there any unhoused now? There is still, amazingly. And this hasn't been built yet. What's going on? No alloys in the sector, is there? Yeah, there is. It's just turned off. There we go. The alloys are making their way down.
Happy New Year, Administrator.
Happy New Year. Alright, the fire station upgrades are finally available. Let's get both. So this is going to be fire station vehicles move faster and they're put out faster when there are fires. This one would also allow us to move faster. That'd be nice to get too. I think I'm going to have to call it there though for the rest of this one. So the next episode, our colony is set up. The only thing we have to do now is search the Piranesi. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get this guy. The Einstein. Ones that may not be even real people. We're going to send them up to the Piranesi. 3.3 cycles and see what the hell's going on. And we'll get our countermeasures built then as well. Other than that though, things are looking good. We're taking on more people. We've got plenty of food. Housing is being improved. We've got 169 homeless in Sector 6, but we're building 2 of these and we've just brought it up to 200 capacity in each one now. So it was 162 before that, and that was with the 30% upgrade. So 200. So that's another 400 housing here. And we've got, yeah, 223 pods in storage. Any still out in space? Another 128, so we can house them all, in theory. Alright, that's going to have to be it for this episode. A little bit messy on my part. I know the fleet management thing, I can get a little down in the weeds with that, but other than that, we're making good progress. We're totally full up on everything. Tech is just blitzing. And we've got loads of people. We should be over 5,000 when we unlock them all. And, yeah, other than that, looking good. Alright, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching the video. Consider liking it if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and if you want to support even further, consider becoming a channel member. Channel members get early access to my videos, ad-free, and also access to my Discord, where we've just set up a new Valheim and Satisfactory server for people to play on. Hopefully we can grow a community and add more games and perks in the future. Either way, I appreciate people just watching this far into the video. Thank you.